we're going to read the story Vote for Me together today. So let's look at the genre of this story first. Shailam, what is the genre of this story or this text?
It is persuasive text.
Persuasive text. Okay, can you read about persuasive text for us?
Persuasive text, such as these campaign advertisements, seeks to convince the readers to think or act in a certain way.
Okay, good job. And then about persuasive techniques. Jimai, can you read to us about persuasive techniques?
Okay. Persuasive techniques are techniques an author uses to try to convince readers to think or act in a certain way. They might include using strong wording, catchphrases, promises, and emotional appeals.
Okay, thank you, Jimai. So let's talk, before we start reading, let's talk quickly about persuasive text techniques. So we know when we're doing persuasive writing or using persuasion, what are we doing, Sarah? What is the meaning of persuasive or persuasion?
Persuasive means that we try to convince someone to do something.
Or to
think a certain way.
Good job. Thank you. So, political candidates use different media forms to convince voters that they should be elected into office. So they want to try and get people to vote for them. Okay, so some of those persuasive techniques can be television commercials, posters, print ads, like in newspapers or magazines, and also speeches. Okay, so our political candidates use all of these things to try and get people to vote for them. So they can use strong wording in their persuasive techniques. So examples of that would be, my opponent will destroy democracy as we know it. Right? That is very strong wording to use. So in this case, the candidate would be saying that you should not vote for the opponent or for the other person, and gives a reason why you should not vote for the other person. Another example of strong wording would be, let's make our neighborhood safe again. Vote for me. So this one is saying that you should vote for me because of this reason. Okay, so you can use strong wording against your opponent or for yourself. So let's also talk about logical fallacies. Does anyone remember talking about this before? But I need cameras on from everyone, please, so I can see who's who. Who remembers talking about logical fallacies? Sarah, do you remember what a logical fallacy is?
It is an error of reasoning that will weaken your argument and sometimes undermine it completely.
Yep. So these are incorrect conclusions made from faulty or false reasoning. So some examples of that can be hasty generalization. So this is basing a claim on too little evidence or rushing to judgment. Another example is faulty cause and effect. So this one is suggesting that one event causes another, even though that's not necessarily the case. So an example of that we could say is, let's say the first thing that happened was it is raining. And then the second thing that happened was I got a good score on my test. So just because it's raining and I got a good score on my test, could I say I got a good score on my test because it's raining? Does that make sense? No. So even though it rained first and then I got a good score on my test, that is not a cause and effect relationship. So saying I got a good score on my test because it's raining would be a faulty cause and effect. Does that make sense for everyone? Those two events, even though one happened before the other, have nothing to do with each other. Okay? All right, so let's go back and read our text here. Would anyone like to read for us? Can you read the first page for us, please?
Vote for Me by Pamela Zorn. A class election debate is not the only method candidates that have to convince other students to vote for them. If you have hesitated to run for office because public speaking leaves you feel shaky, or if you feel your campaign effort has stalled, try creating elections advertisements to catch people's interest. Posters are a great way to advertise their strengths. Use short sentence and bold, clear lettering so that your message can be easily scanned by students as they pass on the way to class. Posters are also a great way to reach those students who may need to be beckoned or prodded into going to the polls to vote.
All right, good job. So, read the campaign posters below and on page 104. Think about how the candidates' posters persuade you to vote for them. How do the techniques differ from a commercial on television? So let's read the first one here. Lily, can you read the first poster for us, please?
If you like pizza, vote Natasha. The candidate provides a call to action. It is short and punchy. A few words are better than a paragraph. Everybody loves pizza. Makes a generalization. Wouldn't you like pizza for lunch every day? She asks a question with emotional appeal. Most ads want you to feel before you think. If you vote for Natasha, our cafeteria will never be without pizza again. She makes a promise. You should ask yourself if it is an exaggerating promise. And the poster is decorated with an eye-catching image of a pizza, which helps to associate the candidate with something kids like.
All right, good job. So, what is the purpose of campaign posters, buttons, and pamphlets? Why would candidates use these things in their campaign? Say, Minnie, what's the purpose of these things?
The purpose of campaign posters is to make other people vote for the candidates.
Yep, they're a good way for people to get people to vote for you. Good job. All right. Let's see. What inference about Natasha's qualifications might you make from her poster? So, what can we infer about how qualified she is? Is she a good candidate? Is she able to have this position? Elsa, what can you infer about her qualifications? Does she list any qualifications? Like she has experience doing this, or she's talked to an expert about doing this? Does she list any? No. So what can you infer?
She probably can't do this.
Okay, she might not be able to, right? She probably doesn't have any qualifications, because if she did, then they would be on her poster, right? If she had been a class president before, then wouldn't that be something that you would list on your poster, right? That makes you seem like a good candidate if you have done it already, if you know what to do. So let's look at some of the parts of her poster here. So it says, she makes a generalization. What generalization is she making in this poster, Lingqi?
She's making a generalization.
I guess the question is,
What is the generalization?
Health insurance.
No. In the poster, what is the generalization that she is making?
Persuading people.
Lingqi, I want the exact text that is the generalization.
She wants people to vote for her.
No. A generalization is a broad statement about a group of people. The arrow is pointing to the generalization.
Everybody loves pizza.
Okay. So that's her generalization. Everybody loves pizza. Is this a good generalization, or is this a faulty generalization? So good or faulty? What do we think? I need thumbs up or thumbs down. Thumbs up for a good generalization, or thumbs down for a faulty generalization. Remember, we talked about it when we did our public service announcements. Okay, so I have Ming Cho saying good, Zero saying faulty, Lily saying faulty. Maggie, why is this a faulty generalization? What's wrong with this one?
Because it says everybody.
Is it true that everybody in the whole world loves pizza?
No.
No. When you say strong words like everybody, your generalization is wrong if even one person does not like pizza, right? What would be a better generalization to make? How could we change this statement to make it better, Sky? Everyone else can type their answer into the chat. How could we make this generalization better? Okay, good job, Elsa. Good job, A. What could we say instead, Sky? Instead of everybody loves pizza, we could say, okay, so we said the problem already was the fact that she used the word everybody. What could we change everybody to? Kent, do you have an idea for us?
We can change that some of them will love pizza.
Some people love pizza. Okay. What's another way to do it, Elsa?
Most people love pizza.
Okay. So we could say most people love pizza. Some people love pizza. That would be a more accurate generalization. Okay. Good job. Now let's look at where it says, she asks a question with emotional appeal. Okay, the question is, wouldn't you like pizza for lunch every day? So the emotional appeal is it makes you think about her question. It makes you think about a situation in which you get pizza every day. Do we think that this is useful in her poster? Who thinks that this question is useful or not useful? I think here. Dino, is that a useful question for her to ask in her campaign?
Yes, because because she knows that most of the students like pizza, and as that it will tell the other candidate that they don't mention it, so she will have an advantage.
Yep, good job. Because she knows that most of the students do like pizza, so she's gonna say, wouldn't you like pizza for lunch every day? And many of the students are going to say, well, yeah, actually, I would like to have pizza for lunch every day, or at least the option. Okay, and then she makes a promise. What is the promise that she makes? Feng Tao, what is the promise that she makes in her poster?
She promised that the cafeteria will never be without pizza again.
Okay, so Feng Tao, is this an exaggerated promise or a realistic promise?
Exaggerated.
Yeah. Can she make sure that there's pizza at school every day?
No.
No, probably not. So she's making an exaggerated promise, which means she's making a promise that she can't be sure of will happen. Okay, good job. Let's move on to the next one. So now we have Jared's poster. Who wants to read Jared's poster for us? Boo, can you read about Jared's poster, please?
Vote Jared. He has what it takes: leadership, soccer team, co-captain, communication, member of student teacher council, action, leader in the class, fundraiser. I will listen to fifth graders and do what it takes to get what they want.
All right, good job. Thank you, Boo. So we have the different parts here. Candidate's poster includes inflated balloons in the school colors for emotional appeal. So the school's colors are red and yellow, so that makes people feel school spirit, like a part of the school. He begins with a short, eye-catching campaign slogan, Vote Jared. He has what it takes. So this is easy to remember. Okay, he lists his strengths. Okay, so he says that he has good leadership skills. Okay, and supporting details. He's the soccer team co-captain. He's good at communication. His details are that he's a member of the student teacher council. And he gives action. He's a leader in the class fundraiser. And then he also makes a promise. So his promise is that he will listen to 5th graders and do what it takes to get what they want. Okay. So what do we think? So how is Natasha's message different from Jared's? Pizza, how are the 2 posters' messages different from each other?
His is not over exaggerating, and the first person is over exaggerating.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so our first person, Natasha's exaggerating promises. Jared's not so much. Okay, what else is different about their posters? B, what's another thing that's different? What are their messages focus on?
Their messages focus on the soccer team.
Whose?
Theirs.
His message focuses on the soccer team? What is Natasha's message about?
Natasha's is about pizza.
Pizza. What about Jared's message? What are some of the things he lists as his strengths in his poster? He has what?
He has
What skills does he have?
communicate
Mm-hmm.
and action.
And leadership. So Jared's message is more focused on the skills that he has, whereas Natasha's poster is more centered on pizza or what the students want. Okay. So what do we think? Who would you vote for? Natasha or Jared? Type your answer to the chat. Who would you vote for based on their posters? And I'll make a tally. So, any other votes coming in? Nope, that's it. Okay, so looks like who's gonna win our election? Jared, pretty clearly, Jared is the winner of our election. Okay, good job, Jared. So, why did we vote for Jared? And why did you vote for Jared and not for Natasha?
Because his action and his promise is not exaggerated.
Mm-hmm. Yep, she's making exaggerated promises that we don't know if she can keep. Okay, good job. All right, so you're gonna do your compare texts for homework today. Okay, we have about 15 minutes left. I want to talk about context clues. So we're gonna do near productivity. All right, give me a thumbs up if you can hear the video when it starts. You can hear? Okay, good.
Hey, you with the book? Hi, I'm CJ. Yeah, hi, CJ. Listen, what are you doing? You're reading a book, and there's a word you don't know. Yeah, that's an interesting question, and I'm glad you brought it up. There are many ways to deal with this situation. For me, personally, if I come across a word I'm unfamiliar with, I will typically close the book and throw it out. In the garbage? That's right. Well, that seems a little dramatic. Not the way I do it. I just pop the lid and poof, right in the trash. Going with my day. Huh. It sounds like you need to start looking for context clues. Ah, yes, context. I don't know what that means.
Okay, what do we think? How much do we know about context clues? A lot, or little, or not much? So a lot, a little, or nothing at all. I hope everyone should be double thumbs up because how many times have we talked about context clues? Yeah, okay, good. Let's keep going.
Context is the words or phrases that surround a word. So if you don't know what this word means, we can look at the other words around it, aka the context, to find clues about what it means.
Okay, that makes sense. Don't know the word? Look at the context. Don't know the word? Look at the context.
Why don't you grab that book of yours and we'll give it a try?
The book I threw in the trash? You want me to go in the trash and get the book? I can do that. Yeah, I'll do that right now. Okay, here we go. Good as new.
The alien apologized for crashing his spaceship into my motorcycle and even offered to buy me a new one. He was very friendly and cordial about it.
I'm not sure about this word, cordial.
Let's look at the context to see if there are any synonyms or words that have the same meaning. We see here that the alien is described as friendly and cordial. Sounds like cordial probably means friendly.
Okay, so let's stop here. What is context? Everyone type your answer into the chat, please. A, B, or C. What is context? See, everyone says C. Yep. Nice, good job.
Got it. What about this passage here?
The alien was an amphibian, a cold-blooded animal that lives in water and on land.
Oh, what's this word? Amphibian? Am I saying that right?
No, you're not. It's amphibian.
Amphibian.
Yeah, sometimes the definition of the word is right there in the passage. In this case, an amphibian is literally a cold-blooded animal that lives in water and on land.
Got it. What about this one?
Traveling across the galaxy is not easy or safe. It's a treacherous journey.
I'm not sure what treacherous means, but it seems like the passage is telling me what it doesn't mean. So that's something, right?
Absolutely. We already talked about how synonyms are words that mean the same thing. This passage gives you antonyms, words that mean the opposite thing.
Okay, so treacherous is not easy or safe. It's the antonym, or the opposite. So treacherous must mean dangerous.
Exactly. Let's try another one.
So, in the following sentence, what does the word acrid most likely mean? The stinky socks were so acrid that Jamel had to hold her nose when she cleaned her brother's room. A, B, or C? What does acrid most likely mean? Okay, so I see most people are choosing B. Boo, what are the context clues here? Why did you choose B?
Because they said the stinky socks were so acrid.
They said the stinky socks were so acrid. Okay, so that is a, what kind of context clue would that be? Definition, antonym, or synonym? Antonym, opposite?
Synonym.
Synonym, okay. Do we have another context clue in this sentence? Minnie, do you see another context clue? What did Jamel have to do?
She had to hold her nose
Yep. Why do we hold our noses?
when it is smelly.
Yeah, when something stinks. Okay, good job. Nice.
Halfway through lunch, the alien began to feel nauseous. His stomach hurt, and he felt like he was going to be sick. Earth food was just too sweet for him.
I'm not sure about this word. Nauseous?
Sometimes the context will give an explanation about what a word means. We see that the alien's stomach hurt, he felt like he was going to be sick, and it's somehow related to the food he ate. Any idea what situation is being described here?
Yeah, sounds like nauseous is that feeling you get right before you're Ralph.
I'm sorry, Ralph?
Yeah, Ralph. You know, puke, barf, spew, below chunks, curl, gastrogeyser, barfalo bill.
Got it. Okay, thank you for that.
Synonyms.
Let's move on, shall we?
The alien went into my closet and tried on every piece of apparel. Sweaters, shirts, pants, hats, socks, scarves, and shoes.
I don't know this word. Apparel.
In this sentence, the author gives us a list of examples of apparel. Sweaters, pants, etc. How else could we describe these items?
Those are all types of clothing.
Exactly. Apparel.
Apparel means clothing. I got there first.
Okay, good job. Let's do one more.
The alien loved animals, especially avian creatures. We'd sit on the porch for hours watching all the blue jays, robins, crows, hawks, and hummingbirds that flew through the yard.
Tell me, CJ, what does avian mean?
Avian. This one's hard.
All right, what do we think about this one? What does the word avian mean? Oh, let's see. What are some of our context clues? Mitzi, tell me a context clue here. Mitzi, can you tell me one of the context clues? Mitzi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you. Tell me one context clue for the word avian. Blue jays? Okay. Blue jays is one of our context clues. Lingchi, tell me another context clue, please.
One of the context clues could be robins.
Thank you. Robins is another one. Okay, who has another one for us? Dino, tell me one, please.
It is hard to hear. Yes.
Can you give me a context clue for the word avian? We have blue jays and robins already.
I think avian means flying animals.
Dino, did you listen to the question? I asked for a context clue, not the meaning of the word.
Crows, hawk.
Dino, I asked for one. Please listen to the question carefully. And Bill, what's another one?
Hawks.
Yep. So what do all of these words have in common with each other, Bill? Blue jays, robins, crows, hawks.
They are birds.
Birds can do what?
Can fly.
Can fly. So avian means having to do with what?
Flying.
Flying. Okay. So what kind of context clues are blue jays, robins, crows, and hawks? Ming, what kind of context clues are those? Definition, synonym, example, antonym.
That is like synonym.
Really? Avian and blue jay mean the same thing?
No.
No.
Meaning.
Really? Avian means blue jays? So our options are synonym, example, definition, or antonym.
Examples.
Yes, blue jays, robins, crows, and hawks are examples of avian creatures. Okay, good job. What did we think of this one? You like that, or you did not like it? Liked it? Okay. We have 5 minutes left. So this is actually in your reader's notebook. So you can get your reader's notebook out and we can complete this page together. Whatever we don't finish today, you can finish for homework, okay? So we're gonna read each sentence, then write the definition of the underlined word using context clues to help you determine which meaning in the box is correct. So we have address, platform, post, and ticket. So these are all words that are multiple meaning words, meaning that they have more than one meaning. So number 1, the party members wrote their platform hoping that their ideas would appeal to voters. What does the word platform mean here? We have our meanings here. So platform can be a stage. It can be a set of principles, or it can be part of a shoe that gives height, or a flat, high area of ground. What do we think? Kent, what does platform mean here?
I think that location of a person of organization.
Oh, we're doing platform. Look at the meanings for platform.
Oh, set of principles.
Good job. Set of principles. What are the context clues that help you?
Hoping that their idea would appear to voter.
Yep. Good job. Okay, number 2. Ming Cho, read number 2, please.
If you lose the ticket from the shirt, the sales clerk won't know how much to charge us.
Right. What does ticket mean here?
I think it is label for merchandise.
Label for merchandise. Merchandise is things that you can buy in a shop. Okay, number 3. Hen, can you read number 3, please? Who is being sent to the post? So what do you think a better meaning would be? Yep, good job. A post will be military base, where the army goes to train. Good job. Okay, number 4, Tualam. Can you read number 4, please?
In a democracy, the people choose who fills the post of the president.
Presidency. What does post mean here?
Formal speech.
Is a presidency a formal speech?
No.
No. So that's our context clue. Presidency. What is the presidency? So where are you getting formal speech? That's address. We want post. It could be wooden supports, military base, or political job.
Political job.
Political job. Good job. All right, Chimai, can you read number 5, please?
Okay. 2 friends ran as president and vice president on the same ticket.
And what does ticket mean?
A list of candidates.
Yep. And what's our context clues here?
President and vice president.
Good job. Okay, Sarah, number 6.
She gave a speech from a platform in front of the room. Platform means stage.
Good job. Okay, you're gonna do the rest of this for homework. I'll send this one home, but please fill out the rest for homework. Okay, and also you need to choose one of the prompts from the compare text on page 105 and write a response. And then 2, finish context clues page in reader's notebook. Okay. Does anyone have any questions about what to do for homework?
No, before our last day of school tomorrow.
Yeah, before our last day of school tomorrow together.
Last day together.
Bye bye, Miss Lisa.
Bye bye.
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 Bye. Bye.